about. It's been a while since I've ridden a sport bike. Woohoo! This is very unusual for me. Oh yeah, I'm really in a really aggressive position. Woo! These mirrors, man, now I'm way out there. And away we go! Oh yeah, smooth! Where's the indicator button? There it is. Fuck, I want to press the indicator off and I've tooted the horn. Wow, what do I think? I'm not sure what to think at the moment. I'm used to riding a big V-twin, which is a very torquey, whereas this here, like I'm trying to ride this as if it's a torquey bike. It's not a torquey bike. This is, you know, you got to ride this high revs. What the freaking hell do we keep stopping for, man? It is only a 400cc, but learner approved bike in Australia. It's not something I'd buy, but, you know, that's not to say it's a poor bike. The thing is, I've got nothing to compare it to. I don't ride these type of bikes. I rode an MT-09 a couple of weeks ago. Obviously this is not in an MT-09's league. Yeah, see, at higher revs it seems to perform or go better. But how many gears has this thing got? I mean, 6th. Yeah, that's it, 6. I like the dash. The dash is very easy to read. It's just fucking Joker doing beside me. Why is he just riding beside me? He's assuming that I can see him. That's how accidents are caused, man. You don't sit in my blind spot and then assume I know you're there. Oh, it turns beautifully. Man, does it turn good compared to what I'm used to. Turns sensational. Woo! You'd be able to fang this around the corners. Yeah, alright. There is life in the little 400. Woo! Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I had it started it off in too low a gear then, it was lagging. That's me being used to V-twins, I think. Wouldn't take long for my wrist to ache on this. It's got some speed for a 400. Like I said, I don't ride these type of bikes, and for a 400cc this thing gets up in boogies once you get up in the rev range, and I'm talking like well up, like 7,000 plus I reckon. Red line at 12, yeah, sort of the top half of the rev range, that's where all the performance is. Engine performance. Go down an extra gear. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's me, it's not the bike, it's me. I'm the issue, I think. It's a good looking bike. Kawasaki green. When I think Kawasaki, I think this colour green, whatever colour green you call that. Having said that, I've owned 2 Kawasaki's and neither of them were green. KLR 250, that was red, and I had a GPZ 750 Turbo, that was black and red. I love that bike, should never have got rid of it. Now in terms of handling, of course me coming off a cruiser, I'm always going to tell you this handles great because it's just, you know, it's a sport bike. This is what it's built for, to handle. So it handles, for what I'm used to, this handles great. I've got so much wind noise around me at the moment, I hope it's not getting picked up by the audio. And it sort of starts around my neck area, so this windshield is deflecting the wind off my chest. It's sort of hitting underneath my helmet. It's fairly noisy. This would be a good bike to zigzag in and out of peak traffic. So I'm in 6th gear, I'm doing 90 kilometers an hour, and it's sitting at 5,500 RPM. 100 kilometers an hour is up around that 6,000 RPM mark, which is sort of halfway through the rev range. So I think there'd be plenty there to overtake if you did decide to go on a bit of a longish type of ride on a highway and need to get around the odd car or two, truck, so forth. Couldn't see it being an issue on this bike. Good brakes, very good brakes, and it's only got the single disc on the front. Just don't like where the indicator switch is. The angle that my wrist's on, I'm finding I have to like take my... Yeah, I'm finding to get to the indicator, I'm having to, I can't just move my thumb like that, I have to actually lift up my hand a little bit to get to it. The horn should be where the indicator is, and the indicator be where the horn is. Just make it a little bit easier for me. Anyway, that's nitpicking. You're not going to buy a bike for that reason. Well, you're not going to. Does that make sense? Not going to? I wonder if it's got like some sort of slipper clutch, because sometimes when I'm going down the gears, it doesn't actually, like I release the clutch and it feels like the clutch doesn't seem to instantly grab. Yeah, once it gets over 6,000 and you give it some gas, that seems to be when it's at its happiest. Look, for a 400cc bike, it's got plenty of get up and go. It's got plenty of speed, handles well, brakes are really good. ABS brakes, by the way. Ride comfort, these are fairly good roads that we've been on, and it's been an ultra smooth ride. So have I really put these shockers through the test? Not really, because the roads have been really good. If I had just got my license and I was power restricted, by law, power restricted, it's just called LAMS in Australia, no idea what it stands for. LAMS basically means that you're a newer rider and you've got a power restriction for a certain amount of time, 3 years, something like that. I think it's 3 years. This is definitely a bike I'd consider. Sport bikes for me, I just, you know, my wrists just don't like this, you know, all your weight, not all your weight, a lot of your weight resting on your wrists. It's just not my thing, you know. I'd much prefer you more upright, as in the bike that's ahead of me, the lead bike there. So that's a Z900, I think. It's just a much more comfortable riding position as opposed to this. I don't think I'd be able to ride it for more than an hour before I start to want to shake my wrists out. I'm not exactly the lightest bloke getting around either, let me tell you. That's probably got something to do with it. What are these? Are they buttons? No. Yeah, not bad, this bike, not bad. Good learner bike, or if someone just wants to nip around town. You do have to get the revs up though, because I find that, you know, down low, sort of under that 5,000 RPM mark, it feels like it's labouring to me. Not bad.